gotta say, Bats, it is good to be back. Gotham just wasn't the same without me, was it? I mean, Scarecrow's the biggest bad guy in town. Not for long. You know, Riddler's trials are fun, Batsy, but I really want to be there when he finds out what a riddle actually is. So Barbara got kidnapped by this hotshot upstart, eh? Let's send a strong message, Bruce. Let him kill her. We don't negotiate with terrorists. I've got it, Bats. I've got it! The Arkham Knight is you! Elementary, my dear Batson. Can there really be anyone else who thinks that's a good look? You know what I hate about this Arkham Knight? It seemed personal. Like he's not really in it for the giddy thrill of causing pain. Loser. Don't worry about Barbara, Bruce. I'm sure she's still alive and kicking. Well, not kicking, obviously, but you know what I mean. One thing you can say about these firefighters, Batsy, they've got balls. Oh, unless you superglue razor blades to the sliding pole. I'm taking over your mind, Bruce. You know, it's getting a bit cramped, actually, so I tossed out some childhood memories. You and your mom at the beach, she bought you an ice cream cone. Happiest day of your life, remember? Oh, guess not. Did you know Firefly's body is over 90% scar tissue? It's pathetic. Who quits at 90? I figured it out, Bats. The Arkham Knight. He's all in your mind. He's your greatest fears personified. Or is it just me? I can't believe you're Bruce Wayne, Batsy. I mean, I can't believe you're Batman, Brucey. So the whole trust fund playboy fiddling while Rome burns thing is an act? 'Cause I love it. I'm still seeing those APCs driving around down there. This charlatan needs reminding Gotham's a one-night town. Burning bat symbols? This guy knows you've got a phone, right? So this Azrael character thinks he can be the new Batman. He hasn't even seen the new Batman. Besides, apart from all the bone breaking, what has he got to offer? Religion? Ugh. I'm telling you, Bats, he's stuck in the Dark Ages. If you're struggling to kill some of these bad guys, maybe you've just not found the right motivation. Think about your parents, dying, slowly, in pain. You can't just leave all those bombs out there, Bruce. If they're still there in the morning, then no one will come back to Gotham. Who will I torture then? I think you can quit being Batman, Bruce. This new flying bat creature has it covered. Plus, his costume's 100% organic. Don't pretend you haven't spotted all these watchtowers popping up on rooftops. This is our domain, Bats. Surely you're not gonna let some jumped-up jawheads muscle in on our turf. You know, when I told the cops that some man-sized bat thing was terrorizing Gotham, nobody listened to me. Hey, maybe the Arkham Knight is Clayface. No, been there, done that. So the cure you knocked back in Arkham City didn't work after all? Well, I'm not surprised. I pumped about 3 pints of blood into you that night. I couldn't stop. I just wanted us to be close. Poor Catwoman. Stuck in that orphanage when all the fun's out here. Assuming Riddler hasn't monologued her to suicide 9 times over. Selling guns to lunatics? Those are the values this country was founded on. But British guys doing it? No, no, no. Let's find those weapons caches, hunt down Penguin, and declare his body's independence from his head. Penguin. That cockney blowhard's flogging his second-rate pea shooters all over our town. We can't let Nightwing confront him on his own. Dick just hasn't got your vicious streak. I've been giving this some thought, Bruce, and I think it's only fair you put Bird Boy out of his misery. Let him join his sweetheart in the afterlife. So how's it feel, big guy, having yours truly wriggling around in all your nooks and crannies? You've got to admit, it's a hell of a rush. Ah, this is the life, Bats. You, me, the pitiful screams of some tortured fireman carried on the wind. It's perfect. You're not seriously going to let Harvey rob Gotham's banks, are you? Just think how much cashola you've got tied up in there. Totally with you on the whole locking up Robin thing. It's clearly cruel and mildly psychotic, but we're starting to see eye to eye on these little matters of right and wrong. I can't stop thinking about those strung-up corpses. You know the best way to draw out a killer, Bats? Copycat murders. Oh, you're not really going to save those firefighters, are you? I mean, they're fine rescuing cats out of trees, but staple one to a wall and they haven't got a clue. You need to find Scarecrow and get yourself gassed again. It's high time I stretched your legs. Oh, Bats. The Arkham Knight places bombs. You blow up the bombs. Were you vaccinated against irony? Or is it just natural immunity? Still thinking about Talia, eh, Bruce? Understandable. Hard to forget the love of your life, especially when you're responsible for their death. I've just realized. All those times I threatened to kill Bruce Wayne, kidnap Bruce Wayne, blow up Wayne Manor, I was really threatening you. Oh, Bats. If I'd known, I would have, well, let's face it, tried harder. You've got to show this pointy-eared pretender who owns these streets. Hit him where it hurts, right in the APCs. Hey, I wrote a poem. There once was a gal named Oracle, expert in things technological. But in a fear toxin bind, she blew her own mind, and sadly that's not metaphorical. That's how we'll tell, Gordon Bats. It'll soften the blow. It's time we retired Firefly Bats. He's only gonna burn buildings. It's a waste of perfectly good napalm. If someone goes to all the bother of crafting a little bat-shaped bonfire on top of a building, the least you can do is check it out. You know what, I've been thinking. If you hadn't been so afraid of turning into me, then Crane's fear juice might not have set me free. You don't appreciate the irony now, but you'll see the funny side later. Love the new car, Bats. Oh, all those guns. It's like an evil clown was whispering in your ear as you drew up the designs. I don't know about you, Bruce, but I could sure go for some killing people right now. What? Not in the mood? Maybe later then. I wonder what Jason Todd would have made of all this. You don't mind me talking about him, do you, Bats? We should remember the dead. It's all part of the grieving process. You should be pretty good at that by now. Fireflies setting fire to fire stations? At least with maternity wards you get dinner thrown in. Baby, we're making one hell of a team. Well, for now, anyway. Until I get bored and format your brain like a dusty old hard drive. I was just trying to imagine what it'd be like to have you stuck in my head, Brucey. Suicidally bored. Seriously, Bats, there was a time when you owned these rooftops. I look around now, all I see are goons with guns. Even the gargoyles are embarrassed. Arkham Knight? Who's this dark knockoff think he is? Actually, come to think about it, who do you think he is? You know what I love about firefighters? They run towards the danger. Come on, Bats. There's mutilated stiffs out there just waiting to be gawked at. Can't be worse than anything I ever left out for you. Oh, bless his heart. I think Riddler's actually got a plan for tonight. A plan? How quaint! Too afraid to improvise that one. And that's when the fun starts. Bombs on every street corner. Ooh, smart guy, this Arkham Knight. The old rig the city to blow trick is the only surefire way to get you alone. Well, that and killing all your friends. Bet I am having the time of my death. We should have done Bring Your Nemesis to Work Day years ago. Let's break some bones. Let's crush some windpipes. There's evil afoot! So becoming me is your greatest fear? Ha! Of course it is! Try not to worry. You've still got a few hours. So becoming me is your greatest fear? Oh, Bruce, I'm flattered. I'm touched. I'm going to make it come true. Good old Scarecrow. You know, if it weren't for his fear toxin, I'd still be nothing but a repressed nightmare lurking deep within your subconscious. I really ought to get him something. Maybe a new face. Can we play Bomb Disposal Squad again? Pretty please? Russian roulette with highly volatile explosives is a boss that's hard to beat. Anytime you want to investigate another of those mutilated murder victims, I'm in. You know, back in the day, I prototyped a deep tissue scanner. Well, it was a telescope and a pair of scissors, but it got the job done. I've got a newfound respect for these firefighters, Patsy. They've got guts. Spleens, kidneys, splattered all over the streets. Whiplash, road rash, the smell of burning rubber and flesh. Come on, Bats. It's as easy as APC. Look, Bats, I know you're busy, but those watchtowers are a real eyesore. You take them out, and I'll provide moral support. Deal? Do me a favor, Bats, and leave a couple of those watchtowers in place. When I take control of your body, I'll need some volunteers to practice on. Give to see another of those APCs wrapped around a lamppost. Come on, I know you love a car wreck as much as the next guy. Get down there and make it happen. We're the only flying bat freak in this city. What do you say we go clip its wings? Say what you will about Firefly, there's a guy who knows how to commit to a gimmick. But I wouldn't bother tracking him down, Bats. He'll roast himself alive sooner or later. This head of yours, Bruce. So many secrets. So much pain. So much me. So much Oh, violent imagery involving me. Oh, Bruce, you only had to ask. Why rob an empty bank? Two-Face got it all wrong. It's not about the money. It's about the fear in the bank teller's eyes. Tough night, huh? Oh, I know how you feel, Brucey. There's an old remedy I used to try on nights like this. It's called murder. Not looking too good for the Bat family, eh? Well, on the bright side, your Christmas card list is getting shorter by the minute. I'm getting stronger, Bats. Can you feel me? I'm gripping tighter and tighter to this weakening mind, and I'm not gonna let go. So I've been working the Arkham Knight case, Detective, and I've got a new suspect. It's Penguin. Think about it. He wears a mask to hide the fact he only comes halfway up the suit. You know, Nightwing seems pretty well adjusted. And his parents died too. So what's your problem? Let's give him a call and find out how he coped. Oh, Harvey, you don't need to rob banks with a face that pretty. You join a freak show. Hey, don't look at me. I'm symmetrical. All those fire stations burning to cinders. Poetic injustice. I like it. I could have sworn I just spotted one of Penguin's weapons trucks out there, Bats. You know what needs to be done? My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Penguin's still out there, Batface, selling weapons to the highest bidder. I sent Harley out to an arms deal once. She came back with a bloody stump. You worried about Lucius, Batsy? I'm not. I mean, it's Gotham, right? He probably won the lottery, or finally finished building the robotic lady of his dreams. Or maybe a troop of fairies came and whisked him away to the magical land of candy and hugs. He'll be fine. You know, if you'd killed Scarecrow years ago, then Barbara would still be alive. Hell, if you'd killed me years ago, Jason Todd would still be alive. There's a pattern here, Detective. I still can't believe Quincy Sharp is the Arkham Knight. Huh? You haven't figured it out? All the clues are there. It's over, Bats. Next trip on the Toxin train takes you all the way to Jokertown. Woo-woo! Little Robin's probably getting lonely by now, Bruce. Not to mention depressed. What do you say we grab a crowbar and a branding iron? Go cheer him up a little, huh? You know, they're probably up there smiling down on us now, Bruce. Mom, Pop, Jason, Babs, Talia. Oh, Talia. Won't be long now until the rest of the family's up there with them. But don't worry, Bruce. This blood brother's going nowhere. The thought of Robin in that cell reminds me of the asylum. You drop by for a visit, I'd tell a joke or two, you break some of my fingers. Ah, the halcyon days. Now, I know your track record with partners in crime isn't that great. Tell me, there is a healthcare plan, right? You know, if Barbara was here, she'd tell you it's not your fault she got kidnapped. But she's not here, is she? Because you got her kidnapped. Hey, Bats, I just found your dreams. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Parents coming back, boring, Gotham at peace, yeah, right. Ooh, Talia stuff. Don't mind me, Bats. This might take a while. Hey, forget about Scarecrow. Let's hunt down some of these other bad guys. We don't need his toxin anymore. It's just a matter of time now. It's too late for you, Bruce. I'm spread all over your mind like fresh blood on white bathroom tiles. You're mine by dawn, Bats. Toxin or no. It must be pretty boring waiting for your consciousness to dissolve into nothing. What say we kill us some time and some bad guys? You know what, Batsy? I'm gonna miss you. No, I mean it, I do. You're the one thing keeping me sane. Anything important I should know before I become the vigilante in residence? Exercise regime? Allergies? How regular are you? Oh, come on, Bruce, I need to know this stuff. Help me out, Bruce. When I kill everyone you love with your very own hands, do I tell them it's me, or just savor the betrayal in their dying eyes? Yeah, I know. I can't decide either. Ah, Jason. Todders. My wee Toddy. Kid turned out great. And to think I was worried he'd just run home crying to Bat Daddy. You want to know the secret, Bruce? Shame. You think this Blackfire's a real priest, Batsy? It's just, I owe Gotham Church an apology for that incident with the hydrochloric holy water. Oh, that was one hell of a baptism. Jack Ryder interviewed me once. Boring questions, though. When are you letting me go? Are you going to kill me? What's the poker for? You know, the usual softball stuff. I say we leave him at the Lady of Gotham. Still going after the commish? Honestly, Bruce, first he punches you, then he betrays you, then he goes and shoots you. I've got to say, I'm actually starting to warm to dear old Jimbo. Shame he's probably dead. I've got plans for this place, Bats. Big plans. Soon as Scarecrow's defeated and the victims come flooding back in, that's when the fun really starts. Won't be long now, Bruce. We're intoxicated. Wayne Enterprises is in for a very hostile takeover. So Scarecrow's got Gordon. Well, he really knows how to push your buttons, eh, Bats? Don't know why you care so much about the commish. He shot you, remember? You're not still sore about Todd, are you, Bats? You should be flattered. Anyone else's sidekick and I would have killed them. But yours, they deserve so much more. There's no point rescuing Officer Judas from Scarecrow's pointy clutches. He'll just betray you again. I'm sorry about Barbara, Bruce. It's terrible. But look, just call the temp agency and I'm sure they'll send you another. So, what? Riddler's doing deranged theme park rides now? You make it clear to that hack that I got there first! Come on, Bruce! If we don't cure Kirk Langstrom, then he'll never find out he murdered his wife! You know what the Riddler's problem is, Bats? All that setup and no punchline. What's the point in building a giant underground death trap if your victim can actually escape? Catwoman's waiting at the orphanage, Bats. That's practically a date for you. You should get out more, you know? I worry. An idea, Bats. Pretend to get stuck on Riddler's next challenge, and then, just when he thinks he can die happy, break his little question mark-shaped heart. All that graffiti at the orphanage, Bats. It's a bit similar to my fine work at the asylum. Yeah, it's another Riddler ripoff. You know any good law firms, Bruce? I mean, aside from Dent and Dent. I can't believe you collected all those trophies, Bats. I thought Riddler was the one with OCD. Anyway, let's go kill him. Oh, Penguin's not gonna kill Nightwing, Bats. Well, not right away. He'll probably kick 50 Shades of Grayson out of him first. So if we leave Dickwing in Penguin's clutches, he'll probably get made into fish sticks. But then we miss out on pulverizing Cobblepot's ugly chops. I didn't appreciate it before, but there's some tough moral choices in your line of work. Riddler built a robot exoskeleton, and then hides under the floorboards. What a waste. You know, I once knew an Arkham Knight. Used to gallop around the asylum asking inmates to pet his mighty steed. Could this be the same guy? Bats! Don't forget this, chump!
roof was heavily protected. This must be the way inside.
Come on, do something. You're making me look stupid here.
Fear toxin may be dangerous for you and your loved ones. Prolonged exposure to fear toxin may induce episodes of extreme psychological trauma.
I'm telling you, Bats, they just keep making this stuff sound better and better.
No, please, let me out! Don't gas me! Hey, what happened to you?
Ah, this gas is lovely. Why don't you come in and join me? Maybe we could pick her brains off the wall and find out why she did it. The look on your face when you saw him. Who'd have thought? The big bad Batman, scared of his own reflection.
Is everybody okay? Elevator's clear.
So these boys stuck by Harley, eh? Good for them. Well, obviously not good for them, but it's nice to see loyalty all the same.
A bullet's too quick. I'm beating him to death. I dream about killing that freak. Positive mental attitude.
Please, Bats, just kill one of them.
And then he punished me.
Ah, you know what I miss most, Bats? Taking all these clowns you've beaten to a pulp and torturing them back to consciousness. Pro tip, Bats. It's so much more fun if you break them slowly. Savor the moment. Listen to the screams. Maybe whip out the old power tools. Draw a little blood. Ooh, a couple more sniffs of that gas and you're all mine. Oh, getting a taste for the gas, eh, Bats? You and me both, pal. Ooh, this stuff's intoxicating. More, more!
Scarecrow needs to do something about the bat, and fast.
Hang on, did you leave something here? It was sort of body-shaped, wasn't it? You think Jimbo took her? He's gotta be a prime suspect. I imagine Gordon shoveling the dirt on Bab's body right now. Then heading off for revenge on Scarecrow. Might as well jump in the grave with her and save himself some time. Someone needs to have a word with the commish. I thought tampering with a crime scene was a serious offense. Well, maybe they make an exception when you're related to the evidence. Hmm? Hey, Baz, when did Catwoman get so cute? Must have been when I started looking out of your eyes, hmm? You gonna ask her out or what? Oh, you're not still torn up about Talia al Ghul, are you? Come on, it's been months. Even the worms that ate her corpse have probably forgotten about it by now. You're really gonna turn down this fine opportunity for romance just because I blew your last girlfriend's lungs out? Take a tip from your wingman, Brucey. The ladies hate it when you brood over the ex you failed to save. Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out in hell, you know, 'cause you killed me and sent me there, and you'll never guess who I saw. That's right! Your dead girlfriend, Talia al Ghul. Don't worry. I asked, and she's totally cool with Cat Lady having a go on the old scratching post. She also says, ow, ow, is this a bullet in my sternum or a broken heart? This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and, well, before I knew it, one thing led to another, and, you know. Thing is, Talia and I just want you to be happy. I tell the little pussycat how you feel while you still can, Batsy. 'Cause when I take over your body and lock you away in a tiny little corner of your mind, I'll kill her first. It's happening again, Bats. First you got Jason Todd killed, now old Dick's about to meet his maker. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. This is all your fault. You should come with a health warning, you know that? You're actually going to save him, aren't you? You should leave him. He deserves it. Going off on his own like that. He doesn't respect you, Bats. Never has. His wife? Your parents? What is it about dead relatives that turned you into a giant rodent?